All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE, welcome in here to a special breaking news that we've been promoting today on MixTV.tv on the radio. You hear right there. If you are an Atlanta Braves fan, you're going to get fired up about the announcement we got coming up here for you folks. We got to let this sink in first for a minute. Joining me for the very special announcement, Stephen Shelton. Josh Rogers is here. And guys, man, I don't get any bigger than what we're getting ready to say if you are an Atlanta Braves fan. No, Shelton, what do you got?
Not at all, really. And this is pretty special. You think about all the, they talk about Braves country, and that encompasses a lot of Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and even Florida, the north part of Florida. So this, you think about the places that this could happen at. For them to select Cleveland, Tennessee as one of these stops is incredible.
Josh Rogers is here with us as well. Josh, what do you think about, we haven't let the cat out of the bag yet, but Shelton gave us a pretty good prelude there.
Yeah, it's just an amazing thing for our community. This is Braves country. I'm excited that what we're about to announce. I just can't.
You just delayed a vacation.
Josh Rogers was on the phone delaying a vacation for this announcement.
Yes.
When the date is going to be.
Yes. And
all right.
The big thing is for me is that we are season ticket holders, and Shelton and I and you and Heartline, we all went to the World Series with my wife Jamie, and we are the three big Braves fans here.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to be able to announce this and be able to talk about this today.
Dwayne, go ahead.
Well, all right, here we go. First of all, let's show those rings off. That is the rings that was given out on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Tuesday night there in hot Atlanta. Look at those rings right there. Replica World Series rings on display right here from Shelton and Rogers. Well, we got to fire up the tomahawk again for this, folks. So it's time. You know what, Shelton, I'm going to let you do this.
Oh, wow.
I want to give you the honor of this because you're probably the longest broadcaster as far as sports here with us today.
Listen, it's an honor. The Atlanta Braves will be bringing the World Series trophy to Cleveland, Tennessee, to the Bradley Square Mall, June 11th from 11 to 2. See something that Atlanta has only seen twice in its history and has never been to Cleveland, Tennessee. So this is really going to be exciting.
Josh, what do you think about the World Series trophy right here in Cleveland, Tennessee?
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. There's going to be the general public. We'll have a VIP event 10:30 to 11 o'clock. The general public will be able to go and take a picture with the trophy and get in line early from 11 to 2 outside Bradley Square Mall. We're hoping, like Shelton said, hoping for this thing to grow, be able to have food trucks and music and vendors, and hopefully we'll have some different things like bounce houses and everything else there for kids, and just make it a great summer event. We talk about some of those summer events that are going on here soon, and this is going to be one of the biggest. And World Championship trophy, to be able to see that in person, up close, and be able to take a picture with it, it's unbelievable. Like we went to the Braves game earlier this week, and got our rings and everything like that, and we walked back and were able to see the trophy from '95 and able to see some other trophies there, and to be able to have that personal interaction with it, especially for somebody who's been a lifelong Braves fan, it's just absolutely unbelievable and just amazing.
Yeah, our trophy presentation here locally is presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Executive Manager Thomas Williams says, hey, he is very proud to be a part of this. It is also supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, Josh.
It is, yeah. We're excited to be a part of this. One of the biggest days in sports history and especially Atlanta Braves history, and to have Wholesale Supply Group's name along with that is very special to us and to our family.
Shelton, if you've got a Braves memory, I know mine was being with you guys at the World Series last year. You just can't get any better than walking into a ballpark on a World Series game. But what are some of the memories that come back to you in Braves history?
Well, I'll tell you, mine goes back to 1984, my first Braves game against the Philadelphia Phillies in the old Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Yep. And so I've seen all three stadiums. Right. I can remember it like it was yesterday, and that's, Dale Murphy hits a home run. I've become the ultimate Dale Murphy fan from then on. But it's just, I remember so much. Chipper Jones hitting a home run. against the Cubs one time, and then Cubs pitcher throws behind him, the next at bat.
Right.
Bobby Cox's last game, just some of the playoff runs. I remember when John Smoltz had Tommy John surgery, comes back as a reliever. We haven't seen him in months, and then a playoff game, the doors swing open at Turner Field, and when the doors swing open, no one knows who's really coming out because we can't see it from our view. Here comes Smoltz coming out, and he's throwing sidearm all of a sudden. And so it's just so many. Jason Hayward, first at bat as Atlanta Brave. We had him docked as the next Hank Aaron. We swung and missed on that one. But
true.
Hayward hits one about 475.
Yes.
Off Carlos Zambrano of the Cubs, and just the play, you couldn't hear yourself. Just so many memories of, again, Chipper, so many, but, Brian McCann gave us so many great moments. I can go back. I was walking through the stadium with Jody Gatland a few weeks, or the opening day, and we went through the museum there in the stadium, which is, if you've never been to the new ballpark, you've got to go to Truist Field. They've done such a great job of capturing Braves history, but we went through one part of it, and it was back in the 80s Braves, and they had all the pictures of these guys, and I was like, Andre Thomas. I just went through all the Claudio Washington. I just kept naming all these Braves because I spent every evening watching TBS. And they had the best broadcasters, Pete Van Wieren, Skip Carey, Ernie Johnson. And they still have a great group of guys. But, they were so bad for so long. And then in the 90s, they go from worst to first. And I can still remember Greg Olson jumping up in Mark Wohler's arms, and I'm thinking, I can't believe we just won this.
Yeah.
And so, but just to see all those years of just being terrible and playing out in the West and just always in last, and then you have 14 years of dominance and winning one. We kind of become the Buffalo Bills of the Major League Baseball, winning 1 out of 4 trips to the World Series. But last year was so special because no one thought it was going to happen.
I mean, nobody saw that one coming.
This team was a team that was under 500 at one point. You just lost your best player to a knee injury, and they were left for dead. And then all of a sudden, boom, here we are, and you have a bunch of guys I've never even heard of myself. All of a sudden turns into the night shift. We've got the best bullpen in baseball, and all of a sudden we look like world beaters. And but not to lose, and this is something that Chipper Jones talked about after the season last year, was not to lose a home playoff game.
Yes.
And you talked about what Braves country really is. And I've been fortunate enough to go to every Major League Baseball stadium except for 6. And there are some great fan bases. The Yankees have a great fan base. The Cardinals have a great fan base. The Cubs have a great fan base. But vocal, and I think it has to do something with football in the South. Just being so vocal during the game. Atlanta is just so much more intense and loud than most stadiums. But again, it was an incredible run. We got to share an incredible moment of getting to watch them. Josh and I got to watch the NLCS game and then a World Series game, and it's just something I'll never forget. And hopefully I'll get to see again before my days are over. But I'm telling you, June 11th, Bradley Square Mall. I cannot wait to be able to say that trophy that we all long for so many years is going to travel into our hometown.
Yeah, be right here in good old Cleveland, Tennessee. Again, it's presented by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Thanks so much to them. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Josh Rogers, big-time Braves fan as well. Well, you done said you're a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Braves memory for you that sticks out leading up to this trophy coming to our community.
Yeah, I mean, obviously most of all the same ones that Shelton had. But I think mine is more personal. I remember growing up, I grew up in Atlanta and was able to go to so many games growing up, but the memory that I hold most dear was sitting at the lake house in Parksville, Tennessee with my grandfather and my grandmother on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whatever night it was, and sitting there and eating ice cream and after dinner and watching the Braves with them. And sitting in the chair with my grandfather and just watching them and having him hit the side of the chair when they didn't make a good play or whatever it was. And the real thing that's special to me now is that those memories that I have, I'm creating those memories now with my daughters because now they're big Braves fans. And because we took them to a game last year and a game this year, and that's all they want to do is watch baseball now with Dad. And so being able to have those memories with Ivy and with Violet and with Jamie as well, watching the ups and the downs of this year's Braves and last year's, and it's something special. And when I think about baseball and I think about the Braves, I really think about family, and I think about my family and how, a baseball game's a long time to spend watching it on TV. And so being able to have those conversations with your family and watching a game, or going to a game with your family and enjoying a hot dog or peanuts or ice cream or whatever it might be.
Or Dippin' Dots.
Or
pretzels.
Chick-fil-A.
Or that huge sandwich you had.
The pizza.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, and all the other things too. But look, I think that's what my biggest memory is, and obviously the World Series game last year. There's a video floating around somewhere of me just bawling my eyes out, crying whenever that last pitch went.
Yeah,
so
it was pretty special to be there. It was very special for me. I would say it's family as well. I remember growing up with my two daughters, when they were growing up, I should say. Every summer we always made a trip to go to Atlanta to go see the Braves around my birthday, Father's Day. That was always a big deal for me to be able to go with them and experience that. And I think I passed that along to at least one of my daughters. She's a huge Braves fan, doesn't miss a game. Her and my son-in-law, they were there Tuesday night when we were there as well. And just to have those memories. And then, like I said, nothing like when you guys said we're going to the World Series game. I thought that was something I'll never get to do in my lifetime. I asked everybody here, I said, now, are these guys punking me? I asked every single person.
And that hurt our feelings a little bit.
Well,
we're not guys,
jokesters.
We're not guys that joke around very often.
Not when it comes to that.
But man, what an experience we got to have together, and that'll be something I remember the rest of my life. But anyway, for everybody tuning in, I'm sure you've got an Atlanta Braves memory as well that you've been thinking about as we've been talking. But we want you to bring the family out. This is a big deal for us. We've been talking to the Braves, and they reached out to us. We reached back and forth, and they said, look, and Shelton, here is something that we talked to them. We had a Zoom meeting with the Braves just the other day.
Is that when I requested the dozen more rings?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And you probably remember what she said. The representative said, we track ticket sales by communities.
Yes.
We go all across the South and we track which areas are big supporters of Atlanta Braves. And I was really shocked. She said Cleveland, Bradley County is one of the biggest supporters in ticket sales that we do around this area. Yeah. And it's phenomenal. So we know that the community is really going to be out for this.
Oh, yeah. And again, just to know that you don't have to travel to see this. It's at the mall. There's plenty of parking. We're going to be outside of the old J.C. Penney's.
Yep.
We do already have a plan if it rains, which hopefully it doesn't. So I just think this is an incredible opportunity for folks to come out and to see the ultimate prize in baseball. And that's a World Series trophy. And so we can talk about the Yankees having 27 of these. We don't. This is our fifth. And so, it's second for Atlanta. And I just think this is so special. This is an incredible opportunity and plenty of time for people to plan for it. June 11th, this guy's already postponed a vacation because of it. Must be pretty important. Never mind. And so, but no, I just think this is what a great, but also a testament to the Braves understanding the importance of what Braves baseball means to Cleveland, Tennessee, and how this station promotes the Braves each and every year. So it is just it's going to be a fun day. It's really going to be.
All right, folks. So there you have it. That is our big announcement. We've been teasing it a little bit over the past couple days. We've been keeping it a secret. We don't know how much Steve kept it a secret, but this was a big deal for us. We felt it was worthy of a big press release like we just now did. We wanted to come live on Mix TV, let you, the community, know. Mark it on your calendars. If you've not planned your vacation yet, hopefully you haven't, like Josh had. You don't have to go back and make some changes, but the World Series trophy is going to be in our community right there at Bradley Square Mall between 11 and 2. We're working on so many other things. This thing is going to grow, folks. We got some things that I think is going to blow your mind. We're working with some other partners and different things, trying to figure out some stuff. Hopefully some former player or players might be by. We don't know all of that yet, but we're working on it. So
did you say Dale Murphy was coming?
Yeah, that's right.
Crank the chop up, Dwayne.
You'll cry like a baby.
Crank the chop up, Dwayne.
Let's crank that chop up one more time as we get ready to go out of this. So there you have it. Once again, Atlanta Braves World Series trophy coming to Cleveland and Bradley County, June the 11th, Bradley Square Mall, 11 to 2. You don't want to miss it. You heard it first here on Mix 104.1 and also on MixTV.tv. Tell the family, tell everybody. We'll see you there.